And welcome back, everybody, as we get set now for the men's game. Cleveland State coming in right now with 8 games played, averaging 67.1 points per game, 42% from the field, 28% from behind the arc, 62.5 at the line, 34 rebounds per game. They are led by the likes of Damian Forrest with 14.6 points a game and Maurice Dixon with 12.3. A couple other guys on the team that can also get up and score, the likes of Christian Green, also in there Jaden Julian and Kwan Banks. Cleveland State comes in with a record of 5-3 on the year, 5-3 in conference play. They've won their last 2. First time they played Walter State at Walter State, they beat them 78-69. So a little revenge game maybe for Walter State. The men come in 10 games played, averaging 85 points a game, shooting 45% from the floor, just 30% from behind the arc, 69% at the free throw line. They average about 32 boards a game. They're 7-3 on the year. The Senators are 6-3 in conference play. They've won their last 2 games. Big numbers, by the way. At Chattanooga, they came back and won that game 84-81, and they put up 100 against Motlow the other night, 100-83. Should be a very interesting game tonight between these two squads. Walter State, of course, is led by Demarius Boyd, averaging 24 points a game. Tyler Haynes is averaging almost 16 a game, and Kwan Hale is averaging almost 15 points a game, and Deavante Williams is right there at 9 points a game. We're going to have big games from all those guys to take care of business tonight, as Walter State looking to improve to 8-3 on the season and get that conference win back here from the Cougars. We'll have the tap of the game and the lineups coming up for you in just about a minute or so. Stay tuned. More on the way right here on JockJive.com. There he is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Walter State Community College for this TWCAA matchup between the visiting
Made me nervous.
Community College Cougars from Cleveland, Tennessee.
Here we go. We're getting ready to go here, folks. The introductions of the starters now.
First, for the visiting Cougars, at guard, a 6'2" freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 1, Christian Green.
Christian Green.
A 6'7" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 2, Maurice Dixon.
Maurice Dixon.
Guard, a 6'3" freshman from Ottawa, Illinois, number 11, Miles Tucker.
Miles Tucker.
A 6'10" sophomore from Fort Collins, Colorado, number 21, Damian Forrest.
Damian
And
Forrest.
guard, a 6'4" freshman from Cordova, Tennessee, number 23, Kwan Banks.
Kwan Banks. Those are your 5 starters for the Cougars. Now for your Senators.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Senators. The
Juan Hale.
And guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Haywood, Tennessee, number 4, Demarius Boyd.
Demarius
And
Boyd.
guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 5, Devontae Williams.
Devontae Williams.
Forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Union City, Tennessee, number 15, Tyler Hayes.
And Tyler
And
Haynes.
at forward, a 6'9" freshman from Sydney,
And the 6'9" freshman from Sydney, Australia,
25,
Goom Majek is the center tonight. And here we go, tap, and we're ready to go. The tap is won by the Senators, but taken away by the Cougars and grabbed and held onto by Forrest. Flips it over to the outside, driving the lane, block. Whoa, and Goom shows up early and says no thank you. Wow. Welcome to the NJCAA. He got up on that one. Fed inside, stolen. Boyd racing down after the steal. Driving down for 2 is Boyd, and he'll go up for the first points of the ball game. Walters State with the lead as Boyd gets the first bucket. And he call for defense from the bench, and now the stands, those that are allowed in, are getting into the game. From the center of the key, shot up no good there by Green. Rebound grabbed again. It's Boyd racing down. Stops and pops from the three-point line. Shot up no good. Rebound Forrest. He'll chicken wing that one out of there and not get it taken away. Green racing down. Block again. Almost taken away by Walters State. Very quick hands there by Williams. Green flips it over. Far side over there is Tucker. Tucker will give it. Taken away. Goom blocks his man coming in, trying to put up 2 there. Was Banks, and Banks can't get it to go. Boyd stops, kicks it outside. Devontae, and now we'll drop it off here for K1 Hale. Hale swinging it out. Bounce pass over, turn around, shot up, back of the iron, no good by Tyler Haynes. Long throw down, and to the quickly outside edge is Tucker. Bothered there by Hale, feeds into the middle. Looks like almost a man-on-man type defense being played here by Walters, and it is. Just working it outside. Back out top of the key. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Bothered and blocked, and again, great D. And Williams letting the offensive player know that, hey, not by me tonight. Not happening. They got to be careful, though, the last time they got in some trouble here because things started to get a little out of hand and a little too much John back and forth got them a technical foul. So they got to be careful there. See how long the refs let them play. That one's stolen in the lane out of the hands of Hale. Racing the other way, shot put up. No, and they're going to call a charge on Banks. And you hear the referee immediately yelling no basket, offensive foul. And it'll be Walters State ball. Player control foul. Hale will bring it up, calls out the play after he gets him from coach. Hale goes against Green. Bounce pass over here, Williams. And a blocking foul is going to be on Miles Tucker. Second foul for the team. Inside Hale, top of the key. Fed over here near side of Williams. Devontae driving with the right hand will put up 2. So Williams picks up 2. It's 17:22 left to go here in the first half. 4-0 lead, Walters State. Cleveland trying to get on the board with a little jump shot there from Christian Green. Will do so. Wild pick at the other end, and Goom goes up to jam one home, and he gets taken out by Damian Forrest. And Majek will go to the line for 2. So the big man, Majek, will go. He tried to jam that home. He got knocked off of that one. Of course, Forrest is no small guy either. It's 6'10". Goom misses the first one. He'll get one more opportunity here. Free throws could be very important in this game tonight. They were in the women's game. The Cleveland Lady Cougars snuck one away from Walters State tonight in the last seconds of the game, winning that one by a score of 75-74. Walters State was on a nice 7-0 run and could not close it out tonight. Lady Cougars hung around until exactly the end with like 17.5 to go. From way outside for a three, no good, and that's going to go off of Tyler Haynes' hands and out of bounds. And Banks will inbound for Cougars. It goes right into Green. Christian Green. You can hear the coach for the Cougars yelling out the play. Bounce pass stolen away. Williams going to race down right side, lays it up, and it won't go in. It rolled off the rim, taken back the other way. Green pulls up from about 10 feet out, pops another one. He's got 2 buckets, and he gets it within a point. Walters State races the other way. It's 5-4. Tipped there by Green. Hale picks it back up, moves in through, shakes his head, thinks there should be a foul, throws a ball and gets grabbed by Forrest, who takes it away in the lane. Spin move, stolen back by Haynes the other way. It is Williams with the one-handed lay-in. Quick hands, good steal. Green trying to find a way in against Williams. Trying to get that screen from Dixon. Does. Ball on the ground, and it'll roll around, and Devontae Williams is really on it tonight. Sly Thompson checks into the game for Hale. So Sly now in the game. Sly was the one that got the tech called against him last week, and he's the one that got upset about some things and said some things, and I believe it was kind of a taunting foul. Haynes coming through the lane, and whistles blow. They call a travel. Force now out to top. Swinging around right side. Shot from the outside, no good. Rebound, turnaround, back up, no good. Force throws it back up, no good.
Number 2, Sly Thompson, his first, team first. The line shooting 2, number 21, Damian Forrest.
That way you won't have to, because it gets jerky if you go too quick. Shot up by Forrest is missed. Destin Barker checks into the game as Haynes takes a breather. Forrest with one more opportunity here, and he missed that as well, but the rebound is grabbed and then put back up and missed. Forrest with the tap back, no good. Tip back out again by Forrest, but into the hands of Hale, no, I'm sorry, that's Boyd. Boyd between the legs, and he puts it through the defender's legs and puts up 2 more. Wow, what a play. Demarius Boyd, like a magician right there, as he goes through the legs of the defender and puts up 2. Forrest again, spin move against Goom. Gets around him, put it in, it won't go, and Goom pulls down the board. Majek feeds it over, gets it back. Majek trying to race to the lane. Good pass, but taken away. Coming the other side, running into the defender. And they're going to call blocking foul on Devontae Williams.
That was on number 5, Devontae Williams, his first, team second.
2 fouls now on Walters State.
The line shooting 2, number 11,
Miles Tucker will go to the line to shoot 2. 9-4 lead for the Senators. Tucker knocks down the first of 2.
Cleveland State, number 20, Kobe Pride, and number 12, Jaden Julian.
Pride and Julian enter the game for the Cougars. And the second one is also good for Tucker. Quickly down to the other end, and boy, they had a breakaway going, and boy, the Cougars got back very quick. Fed over to Majek. Majek kicks it out to the corner, and it's back out top of the key for Demarius Boyd. Boyd works with Thompson on the left wing. Feeds it back to Majek. Majek bounce pass into the lane, and out of bounds it goes. He was trying to put it in the hands of Destin Barker. Went out, though, off of the hands of Cleveland State's Maurice Dixon. Sub checking in for Goom. Sully Fox going to check in now. Sully, big guy, and he's got a good size upper body, too. Can really play the post. Kick it over. Grab, 3 seconds to go. 2, 1. Got a shot up from the corner, and no, missed it. And they'll wave it off because it was a shot clock violation. Even though the bucket by Demarius Boyd was good, it is not good because of that violation. With the basketball, it's Christian Green. Green drives in. Pulls up for about a 12-foot jumper, won't go. The tip trying to be tipped up in there by Jaden Julian is no good. Racing the lane. Oh, nice move to the paint there. Oh, wow. That was Devontae Williams who made that move. What a move by Williams. He goes up 11-6 now for Walters State with 13 minutes to go. Shot from outside for 3, no good. Sully Fox with a big rebound there, pulls it down against their big man, Kobe Pride. Racing down, Boyd kicks it back out. Sly Thompson now with the basketball, feeds it back over here near side. Trying to get a screen around. No, he's going to pull up for 3, in and wrapped around the rim, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Jaden Julian. Julian feeds Green. Green kicks it into the corner. Dixon guarded there, can't go anywhere. Now starts his dribble. Big man will drive in the lane, pull up for about a 6-footer and knock it down.
Maurice Dixon.
11-8. 12-17 left to go. Almost halfway through the first half of play. 8 minutes have been taken off the clock. We've got 19 points between the two. Driving in is Thompson. Feeding, nicely done. Feeds right into the hands of Barker. Barker puts up 2. Shamias Weddle getting ready to check in for Walters State. Green, Dixon. Swings here near side. Julian driving, pulls up, fires outside the paint. No good. Rebound pulled out of there. Nicely done again by Barker. He's got some good speed and good height on him. Racing down. Oh, almost got to take it away. Gives it back. Hale's going to go. Feed it over. Sly Thompson. Williams on the edge. Sully Fox, top of the key. Drops it off for his point guard. Sly going to drive in, feeding around everybody. Partial block there. Nicely done by Kobe Pride as Barker was going into the lane. Kicked out to the corner, wide open. Nobody there on him. Shoots for a 3 and does not knock it down. There's Jaden Julian. 10:50 to play. 13-8 lead, Walters State. Driving in, feeding down underneath. Barker again up off the glass, and get it. Rebound pulled out of there. Boyd, and he'll put it back up. He'll make it go down. 2 points and a timeout by Cleveland State. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 60. A 15-8 lead right now for Walters State here at home over the Cougars. And we are just about halfway through the first half. 10:42 left on the clock here in the first. Cougar ball. They'll inbound and bring it up court. In the game now, Billingsley. He has the ball. He'll come up court against the Senators. Ball is tipped, knocked away, grab, Hale, Sly. And they'll slow things down, and Sly will back it out. Jermize Weddle in the game now as well. He's got the ball now. Jermize feeding it over. Barker off the glass, no good. Rebound, Julian. Feeds over here near side. Down into the corner, I'm bothered there. Get it back out, top of the key, driving into the lane, almost stolen away. Underneath and wrapping one around the rim there is Damian Forrest with his first bucket. Hale out front. Weddle, Sully. Driving in, and a whistle blows. And the foul is going to be on Blue. Berkeley picks up the foul. Fourth for the team. Sly Thompson with the basketball with 9.5 to go. Now season opening in the lane. Drives, and it gets blocked there by Billingsley as Sly was trying to go with a scoop shot. Haynes checks back into the game, and getting a break is going to be the big man, Barker. Fed, Force, drops it back off. Racing up as the point guard, kicks it down. Turnaround, shot from just outside the paint, no good. Rebound pulled down by Haynes as Kobe Pride doesn't connect there. Hale tries to spin into the lane, lost the ball, can't go. Kicks it out, Jermize, and Weddle with the basketball. He'll drive in, kick it out. Sly Thompson for three and knocked it down. Sly Thompson with a big three ball. 18-10, 9 minutes to go first half. And the call for defense from the bench. Billingsley driving left side now, and that ball slapped from behind and knocked out of there by Sly Thompson. Zach Tilley checking in now for Walters State. As they'll feed to the back court for Berkeley. Berkeley will get it back into the hands of Billingsley, and he'll drive right side. Drop it off for Julian. Julian, bounce pass. Force gets it back, drives the lane, and a charge or a push. And Weddle picks up the foul. They'll look to inbound, and they'll go into the back court there. Julian, Dixon into the corner. Colby Pride back out front, top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Still moving in. Pride trying to get it down. Gets it across court. Julian trying to move in with it behind the dribble. Lost the ball. Feeding it back out front. Into the no shot. Into the lane and putting up the shot, and it was a foul or a shot clock violation against the Cougars. 8:17 left to go, 18-10. Your Senators on top right now as the battle continues with 8 minutes to go. Hale swings it over here. Weddle down low. Haynes trying to get around his guy, kicks it back out. Tilley with a nice move. Gets double team, feeds it back. Sully drops back for a 12, misses on that one. The rebound pulled down by Berkeley. Berkeley, Dixon all the way down to the arc and stops and backs out to the timeline. Feeds Kobe Pride, top of the key. Swing here near side, down low. They're going for Forrest. A whistle here on the near side, though. Sully picks up a foul, though, and it's 4 fouls now for the Walters State Senators. Dixon, Tucker, and Banks all check back into the lineup for the Cougars. They'll go right inside, and a nice breakaway there for Forrest. for 2. 12-18 is the score. Cleveland down by 6. Senators up right now. Driving is Hale, left-handed, won't go. Rebound, Haynes goes back up, can't get it. Flipped back in, and racing the other way is Banks. Races down till he gets hit to him. And they feed, and a jam is going to be slammed home by Maurice Dixon as he goes up above the rim. So Dixon puts it home, and a timeout being called by Walter State. And we'll take that timeout. It'll be a 30, I believe. And it is. Inbounding, under 7 left to play. 18-14 now as Cougars got back in the game. Coach was unhappy about how they've been all over the floor. He doesn't want that. Wants them on the attack. Into the game now is Kador. Malik Jamal Kador into the game for Walter State. It's the big man right there wearing the number 32. Looks like a tight end. I mean, he is a big guy. He looks like he could play defensive end for football team. He wasn't in very long, though. He'll come out. And now checking in is Reekreek. So the Cougars with the ball down 4, 6:37 to play here, first half. Swinging it around into the corner. Ball tip, knocked aside, and out of bounds it goes. I believe off the hand there of K'Wan Hale. Demarius Boyd checks back in. Tilly will go to the bench. Nine seconds on the shot clock. Cougars getting down low. Baseline drive, throwing it back in too high and tipped and knocked out of bounds by Hale again. They were trying to flip one back into Billingsley. 3 seconds on the shot clock. So this will be a good defensive play. The buzzer buzzes and Christian Green will check in. They've got to get it in and put up a shot. Walter State, big man. Reekreek and Forrest going at it over there. They will go to Forrest. They'll try to go around Reekreek. And the foul will be called on Reekreek, and he will get 2 at the line. Forrest will go to the line for 2. He missed the last one. He's 0 for 1 so far. And he misses again. Gary Smith checks in for Reekreek. Coach talking to Reekreek about what he did wrong. Gets that one. So he gets 1 of 3 so far from the stripe tonight for Forrest. It's a 3-point game with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Low scoring first half at that. Fed down low. Gary Smith trying to go up against Forrest. Can't go. Kicks it back out. Weddle to Hale with a long 3 ball for Hale. 21-15, back to a 6-point lead. 5:37 left to play in this first half. Cougars trying to stay close. Driving in, throwing up a shot, no good. 2 guys go up for the rebound. Hale pulls it out of there. 2 guys, same jerseys, same team, fellas. Driving in, Boyd all the way through the lane, lands on the referee, but will get to go to the line and shoot 2. It's actually Banks. His second is the foul was on. That's 5 apiece now. Boyd makes the first one.
Correction. The foul was on number 23. On Banks, his second.
And one more opportunity here for Demarius Boyd. Missed it. Rebound forced. 22-15, 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. A very tight and very low scoring first half, especially for Walters State, averaging almost 80 points a game. In the corner, baseline drive. He'll go up on a reverse and miss. They're going to call Smith for that foul. 6 fouls now. I didn't think he got him myself, but referee says differently. Shot is rolling around the rim is good for Dixon. Second one missed it. Rebound fought for and pulled out of there, and he got it back himself, and he'll put it up off the glass. Dixon goes high above everybody after he missed the free throw and gets 2 out of there. On the other end, a missed shot there from Walters State. 4-point lead now, down to 4:38. Driving, Gary Smith with the big block there. As Julian meets the block of the big man. Ball goes out. It is off of blue, they say. It'll stay with white. Checking out of the game is Tucker. Checking into the game is R.J. Berkeley.
Number 5, R.J. Berkeley. For Walters State, number 5, Devontae Williams.
Williams checks in, and Boyd gets a breather. Hale will check in now, and he'll bring it up court. 22-18, a 4-point lead for the Senators. 4 1/4 left to go here. Quite a battle so far first half. Driving is Weddle, and no.
Fouls on number 10, Jeremiah Weddle, his second. Team 7, player control foul.
Player control foul against Weddle. That is his second. Team has now 7 fouls, so bonus time here for the Cougars. Dixon trying to drive in, can't go. He'll drop it off here. Berkeley feeds it over here near side. Stopping, kicking it in the corner, back out. They're going to take Dixon for the long 3, and he's going to pop that one from just at the top of the key. And it's now a 1-point game. 22-21 with 3:44 left to go. And the Senators find themselves in trouble again here, falling behind as they had a lead and now have surrendered most of it. Driving and putting it up off the glass. It won't go, but he'll get fouled. Williams will. Berkeley picks up his second. 6 fouls now. Shooting 2. DeMonte Williams will go to the line to shoot 2. His first time for the stripe tonight. And he missed it. Sly Thompson checking in. Billingsley checks back in for the Cougars. Walters State has only been to the line 3 times tonight. They are now 1 of 3 from the stripe. And he missed the second one. Haynes trying to pull down the rebound, and it rolls out of bounds off of Damian Force, so it will stay with Walters State. So they will inbound over here. Williams looking around, goes over the top for Haynes. Haynes in the lane, goes around his guy with a little right hand. Nice little move. Haynes picks up the bucket. So they don't get it from the free throw line, but they get it from the lane. 24-21, 3 minutes to go here, first half action. He's going to try to bring Forrest out. He's all over the top of Sly Thompson, but no whistle there. From outside the arc for three, shot up no good, rebound hustled with and grabbed and held on to Hale. Spin move around his guy in the lane, goes up with the left hand, hits glass, won't go. Forrest feeds it ahead here. Billingsley racing down right side, and bucket is good, and I believe Williams will pick up the foul. The audience didn't like it, but the Cougar bench did.
Fouls on number 5, Devontae Williams, his second. Team number 8. Count the basket at the line, shooting 1, number 3, Desmond Billingsley.
Billingsley will pick up the basket, and he gets the and one and does not connect. 24-23, still a 1-point lead for Walters State with 2:40 left to go here in the first half. Gary Smith in the paint throws a bad pass, taken away, racing down the other side, and all over the top of him is Kwan Hale on Christian Green. It's going to be the 9th foul against Walters State. Green's going to go to the line for 2. Green's first time to the line tonight. First one up. Rattles the rim and is good. It's now tied up 24 apiece as Barker now checks into the game. Smith checks out. And he gets them both. The first time tonight that Cleveland State has led for quite a while. 25-24. 2:24 left to go. Another steal there by Dixon, who races down, spins around, then throws one into the corner from deep in the corner for 3, no good. Forrest goes up, lost the rebound, fed ahead on the other end, racing is Williams. He will be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. The blocking foul on Billingsley.
Fouls on number 3, Desmond Billingsley, his first. Team number 7.
That gets them, Walters State, now to the bonus, but this will be a 2-shot foul either way for Devontae Williams because it was in the act of shooting. So Williams, trying to get the lead back with 2 here, will roll the first one off. He is now 0 for 3 from the stripe. They are 1 for 5 from the line tonight from the free throw line, and it's not going to help in this type of a game. That one he knocks down, though, and he gets it all tied up. 25-25. 2:09 left to go. Walters State playing in the backcourt, making them work that wall all the way up. And they get the ball to Green, and Green at half court slows things down. Under 2 minutes to go here. 15 on the shot clock. Swing it around left side into the corner, baseline, driving, right-handed. Tried to get a dunk. Maurice Dixon went over the top, and they're going to call the foul on Haynes. That is 10 fouls now on Walters State. Dixon is at the stripe, 1 of 2. Rattles the rim and comes out. Coach not happy with that call, and I got to agree. I would say that was not a good call at all. That shot missed as well, and Haynes blocks out and gets the board. So they didn't get hurt by that foul, but it did give them an opportunity to get hurt. 25-25, it's all tied up. $1:38 left to go, first half. Driving in the lane, bounce pass underneath. Haynes throws one up off the glass, and he gets fouled. Can't believe that didn't go in. Hit in the head. Billingsley picks up a second foul. 8 fouls now against the Cougars. Haynes will go to the line to shoot 2. First opportunity for him. Got it. Tucker checks in, and Billingsley checks out now with the 2 fouls. Haynes will get another opportunity. That one won't go. And the free throw shooting is not very good tonight for Walter State. Fed ahead. Boy, there was a double dribble in there. I don't think that referee saw it fast enough. But Miles Tucker went two hands on that ball. Christian Green throws it into the middle there, block. The shot is forced through Barker by Dixon for two more. And back to a 1-point lead, Cougars, with a minute to go here in the first half. Sly Thompson, Barker from about 10 feet out, overshot everything, air ball from behind, stolen by Williams right out of the hands of Julian, and they put up a shot. It got knocked out. A nice play there underneath. 44.6 left on the clock here. Walter State will inbound. Turnaround Haynes from about 8 feet out, and the lane puts up two. 28-27 now, Walter State, 33 seconds left to go. The shot clock and the game clock, about 5 seconds difference. Cougars going to waste as much time as possible before putting up this shot. 13 on the shot clock, now 12. 9. 7. Now goes with 6 to go. Driving up over the top, hit the side of the board, grabbed by Williams. Lost it, picked up, shot taken. Knocking it down is Dixon at the buzzer for 3. And that is where we stand at the half. 30-28. Cougars on top here after the first half of play. We'll take a break and we'll come back and get you some stats and more. It's all happening on jockjive.com. It is halftime here right now. Cleveland State 30, Walters State 28. Cleveland State in the last few seconds able to take away this lead that Walters State held through most of it. And then, of course, Cleveland only had that first bucket. They took the lead. Walters had a lead by 8 with 9:11 to go in that first half. If we look at points in the paint, Cleveland with 12, Walters with 16. Points off of turnovers, Cleveland 5, Walters 4. Second chance, Cleveland 5, Walters 2. Fast break points, Cleveland 2, Walters 2. From the bench, Cleveland with just 2, Walters with 5. Score was tied twice. Lead changed 5 times. In the first half, Cleveland shoots 11 of 27 from the floor. Walters State shoots 11 of 27 from the floor, right around 40.7%. They are 2 of 6 from behind the arc for 33%, and 4 of 10 from the free throw line, and that's killing them, 40%. On the other side, 37.9% from the field for Cleveland, 11 of 29, 2 of 8 from behind the arc at 25%, and 46.2% from the free throw line. Not really much better, but they went to the line 13 times. Walters State went to the line for 10 attempts. We'll take a look at the point totals. Hale with 3, Boyd with 7, 7 for Williams, 5 for Haynes, Majek with just 1. Sly Thompson off the bench with 3 as Destin Barker picked up 2 as well. On the other side, Maurice Dixon, who hit big there towards the end. He was 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 1 of 4 at the line. He's got 15 points and 4 boards. 6 points for Green, 2 for Tucker. Damian Forrest with just 5 points and 2 points for Desmond Billingsley off the bench. The rebound totals look like this. Offensive rebounds for Cleveland, 5, 12. Defensive total is 17. Offensive rebounds for Walters State, only 3, 14 though defensively, 17 on the total. 4 steals for Walters, 5 for Cleveland State, 4 blocks for Cleveland, and just 2 blocks for Walters State. Turnover ratio isn't bad, 7 on either side. So they just got to start knocking down some shots, but the 40% from the free throw line, not very good, but luckily Cleveland not doing much better at 46%. So these two teams right now struggling from the stripe in a 2-point game. Remember, in the girls' game tonight, it happened the same way. It was a struggle at the line for some, and the Lady Cougars pulled it out with 17.5 seconds left to go when they would get fouled, and they would go to the line and knock down 2 and take the lead. They ended up winning the game 75-74 after Walters State had put up a 3, then a 2 at the end. A breakaway Walters State with 4 seconds to go, and unfortunately slipping and falling in the lane and couldn't get the shot up was McCoy, who had a brilliant game last week. So the Lady Cougars come from behind to win that one 75-74 over your Lady Senators. We'll come back in a bit with the second half. 30-28 Cleveland State on top. 30-28 halftime here as we get set to come at you in about a minute or so with the second half of play. It's all coming up right here on jockjive.com. Don't forget, we are on Facebook as well as Twitter. You can find us there by logging on to either one of these. The Twitter page is at JockJive. The Facebook page is facebook.com/JockJiveSports. I encourage you to check out both because that is where you'll find all the information that is needed when you want to find out who's playing who, what time, when, where, if there's any postponements or cancellations. Like, for instance, this Saturday, the men were supposed to play again, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, Spartanburg Methodist will not be here, so there will be no game on Saturday for the Senators. So you'll have to wait until they come home again. We do have more Senator action for you tomorrow night. Ladies Senators, the volleyball team, will play Roan State tomorrow night. That game is at 6:30, so be sure to join me for that one. Next basketball action is not until the 20th when Walter State will play against Chattanooga. So next Saturday, or 2 weeks from now, I should say, when they'll be home again. So check that out. All right. Third period of play, getting ready to go here. We put 20 up on the clock. Or we should be. Haven't put it up there yet, though. 30-28, a 2-point lead. And the Cougars will start with the basketball, and they will bring it up court with Christian Green. They'll go left to right on your TV this time. They'll feed it down low to Damian Forrest. Puts it up, blocked partly by Goom, and Goom picks it up and flips it ahead. Comes down to that post position. He is a big, tall player. I believe Forrest is 6'10". I believe Goom's probably right around 6'11". Maybe even a little bigger than that. Driving in behind the back, driving up, throws the shot up, partial block. Taken away, trying to go through everybody was Williams. To the other end, tie up by Hale. Nicely done as he ties up Maurice Dixon, who was going to the lane. And the ball will go to Walter State with 19:19 to go here, second half. Hale will bring it up after tying up the Cougars there. Hale swings it in here near side. Williams. Goom up top of the post. Swings it back over. Down low again. Haynes hands off. Driving is Boyd. Spin move. Turns. Throws one up. Partial block. Swatted at. Rolled out of bounds. It'll stay white as it says Forrest went off of his foot. Referee points at it. 18:52 left to go. A Goth checks in now as Williams will take a seat. Swung in Haynes, turnaround, little jumper, no, missed it. Rebound grabbed by a Goth who comes flying over the top of everybody. Forrest picks up his second foul. First foul of the half. To Hale. Blocking foul, no basket. So 2 quick fouls here against Cleveland. Thrown in, Goom drops it off Hale. Hale goes all the way back out to the timeline. 14 on the shot clock as it counts down. Driving is Hale this time. He'll go up left-handed. Get that one up off the glass. Quan picks up his first 2-point bucket of the night. Ties the ball game at 30 apiece. Green. Dixon. From the stripe for two, knocking it down is Miles Tucker. Long throw to the other end, taken away by Dixon. They were trying to get Haynes. And the baseball pass does not work. Down low, Forrest, turn around, up over the top, missed it, got knocked out of there. Grabbed on the rebound by Deng Agoff. And Agoff again with another board. Hale looking, seeing which way he wants to go, flips it over here near side. Boyd to Haynes. Haynes will drive right-handed off the glass. 32 apiece. 17:25 left to go, 32-32. Very tight ball game. From deep three, shot up off the rim, no good. Hale pulls down the board, races down the right side. Drops it off over there for Boyd, who will bring it back out timeline. He'll look around here near side of Goff. Goes around his guy, drives up, left-handed, blocked by Forrest. And Goff tried to switch hands there, but Forrest just as big, knocks it aside. Flipped over, down Dixon, back outside, back up top. Trying to move Dixon around to the center post. Directing traffic there is Christian Green. Green gets the screen, goes to the lane, and he's blocked big time. And a travel, just standing in front of him is Gumajek. And he was like looking up at like a tower there. He had nowhere to go. Swing in. Hale will bring it up here, court. For the Senators, 16:29 to go. He'll come up left side. Feed it out to Agoff, who's at the top of the key. Boyd drives, then stops in the key, pops two, got his own rebound, goes up over the top of everybody, gets swatted out of there, grabbed by Goff, up off the glass, tipped back in by Tyler Haynes. Tyler now with 9 points in the game. That was a real nice tip above the rim there. 15:53 left to go, 34-32. Walter State back in the lead by 2. Forrest, their big man, top of the key, setting up. Screen shot for three, swiping at a rebound is Forrest, and Gumajek takes that away and just hangs on. Hale tried to spin through two, feeds it. Goom trying to go up again, and Dixon going to get called.
Fouls on number 2, Maurice Dixon, his second. Correction, his first. Team third.
And Majek will go to the line again. Goom is 1 of 2 tonight. Second time that he's had an opportunity to go up and put one off the glass or over the top of the rim, and he's been fouled, and he misses the first one. Jaden Julian checks in. Checking out is Banks for the Cleveland State Cougars. And the big man will try to knock down this one. And it gives in and out, so he is 1 of 4 tonight from the stripe. Defensively, though, he's done a pretty nice job when he's been in there. Just hasn't been able to get the offensive points. He'll block Forrest, who'll back into him, put up a shot, battling down underneath. Everybody's there. Haynes and Majek. Tipped out of there. Coach asking the referee if he did not see that. Apparently there was some fouling going on underneath, and he didn't get the call. This time the call is made. The ball, no, they're not. They're going to call it on Deng. First one for Agoff. Dixon goes to the line. He's been to the line 4 times, but he's been off on 3 of those, so he's 1 of 4 at the stripe tonight. See what he does here with a little twitch. And he missed that one as well. He is now 1 of 5. Kobe Pride now coming in for Forrest. Here's the 6th opportunity for Dixon. And that one is off as well. So free throw shooting not going to be very good for either squad tonight, apparently. And with a 2-point game, it's going to tell the difference in tonight's ball game, win or lose. Tyler Haynes trying to back off the defender, and they're going to say travel. Traveling down here near side, driving into the lane. Pull-up jumper for 2 is good. Christian Green ties the game at 34 apiece. They're going to call Goom on a foul away from the ball.
Number 25, Goom Majek. His first, team second, player control foul.
3 fouls for Cougars, 2 fouls for Walters State. 14:28 left to play. 34-34. Yes, that's the score. Not the first half. We're in the second half. 6 minutes off that clock almost already, and we're still at 34 points apiece. Into the lane, kicked into the corner, and pulling up for about a 10-footer. Shot put up by Green, no good. Rebound, put back up, missed it. Reverse. No, they're going to call. They're going.
The call, basket's good by number 12.
Wow. They called goaltending there. 36-34. I didn't see that at all, but wow. Alley-oop for Boyd for 2. A nice play there. Beautiful throw and a beautiful alley-oop tied up. 13:40 to go. Boy, that was an interesting, very interesting goaltending call. I have to look that one up again to see if that was there. Boy, Dixon, a lot of steps in the lane there, and on the rebound and the putback is Kobe Pride. Back to a 2-point lead. Is we got a player down at the other end for Walters State, and that was what the whistle was for stoppage of play. 38-36. Can't see who's down on the floor right now. So while we have a player down, we'll tell you tomorrow night, volleyball again, Roane State, Walters State. We'll do battle again tomorrow night here, Walters State. Right now on a big winning streak, have not lost a first match or set in a match so far this year. Their only loss has come to one of the bigger schools in Wallace State in Georgia. And down on the floor right now is Goom Majek. So we'll take a break here. We'll come back, see. Can't figure out what's going on with him. They're looking at the right leg. Take a break. Injury timeout. So they do help him out, and you see that he is being helped to the bench with no weight on that right leg at all. So back to the locker room. We'll go Majek. And hopefully he'll be okay. But that doesn't look very good. 13-19. Barker enters the game for him, and we're back to action with 13-17 to go and a 2-point lead again for the Cougars. Hale driving into the lane, stops, kicks it back out. Boyd back to Hale in the corner, trying to bounce pass. He's kicked aside there. He's trying to go to Tyler Haynes, who was in the lane at the right there in front of the circle. Over the top, Haynes.
Fouls on number 2, Maurice Dixon.
Dixon picks up his second foul for holding. Bounce pass in the lane, lost, grabbed. Fed outside, Christian Green, down court it goes. Dixon from outside for 3. Shot up, no good. Boyd grabs it, races down. He's got Hale in the middle. Goes in between the two defenders, goes up with the reverse left-handed rebound. Tyler Haynes tried to get a hand on it. It got tipped out of there. Dixon will come out. Damian Forrest checks in for the Cougars. Goff will inbound here. And also Banks will check in for Christian Green. Changing up on a couple of guys here on the man-on-man situation. 12:50 to play. Bounce pass outside, Hale. Drives baseline. Waits, throws up a right-hander, hits glass. Forrest pulls out the rebound. Damian in the backcourt will feed it over to the side there to Billingsley. He'll bring it up. 12:30 to play here. Still a 2-point game. Back and forth they have gone. Throwing it into Forrest. He's going up for a jam, and it is blocked by a Goff. Doesn't get the bucket, but a Goff picks up the foul. Forrest will go to the line to shoot 2, but Walter State's going to take a timeout first, and we'll come back after this full timeout. (38-36), 12:28 left to go here in the second half of play. At the line is Damian Forrest. He's going to get 2 opportunities. He is 1 of 3 tonight. Who's doing the talking at the line over there is Boyd. Just jibber-jabbering away. The first one is missed, and then the second one goes down. So he got 1 of 2. Not sure what he was saying, but apparently it was quite funny because everybody else was laughing. Or no, I don't think it was him. I think it was, yeah, maybe it was Boyd. I believe it was Demarius. He's got the ball now here. Down by 3 is Walter State. Biggest lead for the Cougars yet tonight. Williams feeding Hale going through the lane. They'll wave off the bucket. The foul is on Billingsley. This is his 3rd. That's 5 now against the Cougars. The 2 away from bonus time for Walter State. Over the top, they go Haynes. Kicking it back out, Boyd. Boyd drives, spin move in the lane. Goes up for a jumper and was releasing when he came down, and he was blocked there by Banks. Throw into the corner to Julian. Julian back out top front. Working around. Julian again driving. Goes up right-handed off the glass. Gets fouled. The bucket is good.
Foul zone number 24, Destin Parker, his first personal foul. fourth team foul. Entering the ball game, Cleveland State, number 1, Christian Green. For Walter State, number 2, Sly Thompson.
Sly Thompson
The
checks
basket is
in.
good at the line, shooting 1.
Devontae Williams checks out.
Number 12.
Julian goes to the line trying to make it a three-point play. And he does. It's now a 42-36 game. A 6-point lead for the Cougars with 11:38 to play. Sly Thompson drops it off Hale, trying to drive in. They'll wave off again, and he'll get fouled again.
Fouls on number 1, Christian Green. His second.
Second foul on
Number
Green.
6, timeout Walter State, 30-second timeout.
Timeout Walter State once again. Coach going to go for another quick timeout. We will too. Timeout over with. 11:33 left to go here. 42-36. Walter State with the basketball. Find themselves down by 6 here in the second half. Biggest lead of the night for the Cougars. In the corner, Barker. Sly Thompson. Bring it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Down underneath. Haynes drives in. Slapped at, knocked off the board. Thompson almost lost it. Now takes the 3 ball on the buzzer. The tip does not go in, and then out of bounds, they're going to say blue. No violation because it did hit the rim before the buzzer sounded. Right now, Walter State can't find a bucket. Sitting at 36 points for a while. Almost halfway through the second half. 11 minutes left to play. 6-point lead, Cougars. The basketball into the corner for Green. Looked at it, didn't take it. Swings it around to the far side. Back out front, Julian for 3. Hits the rim. Comes down into the hands and the chest area of Damian Forrest, who just happens to get it. And then Thompson picks up the foul. 5 now on Walter State. Gary Smith Jr. checks in. Referee having to calm down the attitudes once again of some of the guys on the floor. Fed inside Forrest, and he'll throw one up there. And Gary Smith is there in the lane, and he's going to get called for the foul. He's just kind of raising the hands like, what am I supposed to do? Forrest goes into the line again. 2 for 5 tonight at the stripe for this big guy. Knocks that one down. So he's made his last 2. Got them both this time. 8-point lead now for the Cougars. Sly trying to drive in against Julian, does get baseline, and now he gets fouled as he goes up. And I believe that this is going to be against Damian. Nope. Yeah, it is. His third foul, team 7. Bonus time for Walter State. First one is made by Thompson. Another opportunity here. Forrest will check out of the game. Back into the game will be Maurice Dixon. There's 15 points on the night. Dixon back in there. Thompson trying to knock down a second one. Shot up, and we have lane violation. So And a technical going to be called on Sly Thompson.
Technical foul on number 2, Sly Thompson, his third personal, team 7. Shooting number 1, Christian Green.
Christian Green going to shoot now. 44-37 as the T was called. 7 fouls apiece. Green, first one rattles and it's no good. He'll get one more. Second one missed as well. They're going to go over and talk to a fan about yelling and screaming and maybe even pulling her mask down. So not things you want to see here tonight. Tempers start to flare. It'll be inbounded by the Cougars. Green will bring it up court. Coach calling out the play. 10-13 left to go. 19 seconds on the clock, and the defense now has to kick in for Walters State. Dixon spin move into traffic. Oh, man.
Fouls on number 2, Sly Thompson, his 4th personal foul.
And they just hit Thompson with his 4th foul. And he can't believe it. Dixon is at the line. He is 1 of 6 tonight. Two of 7.
Entering the ball game, number 10, Jeremiah Weddle.
Weddle will check in. Missed it. Rebound grabbed by the Cougars. Driving, throwing it up over the top. No good. Put back, put back. Kerry Smith goes in for a big high rebound. No call as he gets knocked to the floor. Man, they are letting them play rough down low. Cougars with the ball, 17 seconds and counting. 9:43 left to go in the game. 8-point lead for the Cougars. He's going up, missed it, and he goes into the wall. Racing down is Hale. He'll try, and he'll get up for 2. And Dwan Hale puts up 2 for Walters State, cuts the lead to 5. They have let them battle underneath. There's been some odd calls tonight, that's for sure. Swung out front, looked at a 3, didn't go. Green down low, up against Gary. Spin. Gary just shaking his head as Kobe Pride gets fouled.
Fouls on number 23, Gary Smith, his 3rd. Team number 9 at the line shooting 1, number 20, Kobe Pride.
48-39 now is the score. 9-point lead. Turn around back for Haynes.
Tyler Haynes.
For 2. Back to 7 points with 8:43 left to go. I apologize. I missed a basket somewhere in there. So all of a sudden Cleveland State had 48 after that 1-point play. I didn't have them that high, but my score is not official. Theirs is. 48-41 right now. Pride trying to turn and go, and man, Walters State is getting hammered here with fouls right now.
Number 1, Quan Hale, his 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 10 at the line shooting
10 fouls now against Walters State. Kobe Pride will shoot 2. And he got one.
Entering the game, number 22, Sully Fox.
Fox will check in. Missed the second one. 49-41 as you hear the play being called out with 8 minutes left to go in a very low-scoring game between these two squads. But Walter State has sent the Cougars to the line way too much tonight. Ball lost in the middle of the lane, stolen away. Julian racing down right side against Fox. Throws it out of bounds over his head. 10, 11, 13, 14, 22, 26 fouls called against the 26 times that the Cougars have had an opportunity at the line. From outside for Fox for two. 49-43. Still got time, 6-point game here, 7 minutes to play. Call for defense from the bench. Driving up, left-handed, off the glass, no good. Rebound, put back over everything. Rebound grabbed and then fouled.
That was on number 20, Kobe Pride, his first, team 8.
Going to the line is Boyd. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Demarius Boyd. And he gets that first one. (49-44). Next one is good as well. Miles Tucker checks back in for the Cougars. Back to a 4-point swing here. 49-44, 7 minutes to go yet in this ball game. Go into the corner, Weddle on defense on Green. Swing it around left side, Dixon. Dixon drives in, turns around, fade away jumper, up for two, no good. Tip out of there, chasing it down. And they're going to get Sully for grabbing a hold.
Fouls on number 22, Sully Fox, his second. At the line, shooting 2, number 21, Damian Forrest.
Forrest has made his last 3 from the stripe. 4 of 7 tonight. But that one will not go. Got that one to go. Just now broke 50. 50-45, 6:43 to go. Cougars got the best of them the first time they played. Shot up there is good for Hale for 2. Back within 3. 50-47, and shout for defense comes from the fans. Bounce pass in the middle for the jam. Dixon for 2. Coming around back door and let him in.
Timeout, Walter State. Full timeout.
52-47. Cougars took the lead a little while ago when this third quarter started, or second half started, I should say. And they haven't let it up. They've been able to keep the lead most of the way through. Walters got close a couple of times, but unfortunately Walter State has not seen the lead for a while here. You hear the coach, you got 6 minutes yet to play. You got to play at both ends, though. You can't play just at one. It'll be their ball, 5 points down. 6:03 left to go in the game. Inbounding will be Boyd. He'll go to Hale. Hale, Boyd, Weddle, Sully Fox, Tyler Haynes out there for Walter State. Driving in is Hale, can't go, kicks it out. Boyd backs out to the timeline. This time drives right side, pulls up for his short one. Shot up, no good, gets his own rebound and pulls it down. Goes against Banks, Banks into the, turns into the lane, and he'll get fouled, and he'll go to the stripe.
Fouls on number 23. Quan Banks, his third, team ninth. At the line shooting 1 and 1.
9 fouls now.
Shooting 2.
Shooting 2 will be Boyd.
Demarius Boyd.
Oh, wow. He missed everything. Shaking his head like, what was that? Got that one to fall, though. 4 points is the difference. Forrest bounce pass, racing down against Haynes. Bounce pass behind him. Fed to Dixon over the top of everything. Sully Fox will grab it and will run the other way with Demarius Boyd in between everybody. Goes up, swatted away, and out of bounds it goes by Forrest. Coach is upset. Why isn't that a goaltending? Haynes turnaround in the lane. 2-pointer missed it. Tipped out of there on the rebound. Walter State just not getting calls tonight. And the Cougars are benefiting, and they've got a 4-point lead with 5 minutes to play. Dixon has had a very good game for the Cougars. From outside, just a long 2-ball there for
Christian Green, 2-point basket.
and the rebound put back by Haynes, who's got 13 points tonight. Still a 4-point game. 4:36 left to go. Cougars work it around, work down the clock. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Fed from outside for 3. Shot up, no good. Tipped it. Boyd racing down against 2. Races around 1. Continues to go. They wave off the basket. And Christian Green gets called for the foul. He didn't like it. He gets grabbed by Forrest to tell him to calm down. That is 10 now. So double bonus for both teams. Demarius will get 2. It's 3 misses out of 6 attempts for Boyd at the stripe tonight. Gets that one. 3-point game with 4 minutes to play. Start adding up the misses at the free throw line. Like I said earlier, this is what is going to win or lose this game tonight. Driving is Dixon, kicks it way outside. 4-3, buried it. Miles Tucker. 57-51. Back to his 6-point lead. Marius Boyd around Tyler Haynes off the back of the iron, tipped out. Boyd gets it back, drives up right-handed off the glass. It'll fall. Crowd wanted an and one, didn't get it. trying to get it down to their postman, Damian Forrest. He's guarded out of there by Sully Fox. 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Will they put one up? Dixon from way downtown for three. Off the iron, no good. Forrest got it, and then they're going to call a foul on a reach as everybody's going for the ball. Wow.
Number 22, Sully Fox, his third. At the line shooting two, number 21, Damian Forrest.
Damian Forrest goes back to the line for two more. Shots number 10 and 11 for Forrest.
Timeout, Walter State, full timeout.
.58-53 after the full timeout from Walters State. We've got just a little under 4 minutes to play, I believe. Wait till the clock comes back up here. Under 3. Wow, okay, faster than I thought. 5-point lead. Forrest at the line made the first one. He's got one more to shoot here. Short. Off the rim, grabbed by Boyd, racing down right-handed, off the glass for Boyd. They can run when they need to, but they've got to have a couple of them. Now they're down 3, and they need a stop here, and they need a bucket. So the Cougars moving guys around. Let's see what they do. There's Miles Tucker here. He'll come back top of the key. They'll switch him off. Christian Green swings it in. Dixon in the lane, kicking it out into the corner for 3 and knocking it down is Christian Green. That's not what they wanted to give up, that's for sure. 6-point lead now with 2 minutes to go. Kwan Hale driving in, spin move into the lane, fade away, little two-pointer, shot up, miss. They're going to call Haynes.
Number 15, Tyler Haynes, he's second.
Dixon going to go to the line. Dixon,
At the line,
2 of
number
8
Dixon.
tonight from the stripe. Good. Devontae Williams checks back into the game. Short, picked up by Williams. But ahead to Hale, and Hale will slow things down. Under 2 minutes to go, 7-point lead for the Cougars. They won by 9 the first time these two teams met. Haynes going to drive in, goes around the bucket and the one. So Haynes having a big night tonight. Dixon picks up his third. Haynes with 15 points, trying to get his 16th point right here and get his team back within 4, and he will. $1:49 to go, a 4-point lead for the Cougars. Maybe the Senators can steal one away from the Cougars like the Lady Cougars stole one away from the Lady Senators tonight, 75-74 in the last seconds of the game. Like I said, this is probably going to come down to maybe the last bucket or the last foul, one or the other. Going to go to their big man, Forrest. Turn around over Sully's head. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Boyd. They needed that. Boyd racing down into the corner, throws one long. Devontae Williams pulls it back out, feeds Hale. It goes back to Williams, back to Hale. 1:15 left to go. Looking at Coach getting the play. 10 seconds to go here, or 14 on the shot clock. Screened a little bit by this other basket in front of me. Fed back Williams trying to get in, can't. Stops, drops, and 3-ball. Williams with a big 3-ball. And a timeout being called with exactly a minute to play. Wow, that was huge. A huge 3-ball. $62-61 now. Walters State within a point. As we get down to the final seconds of this game. 1 minute exactly left on the clock here. Both teams in the double bonus. 4 timeouts still left for the Cougars. 1 left for Coach. 62-61 with a minute to go. A lot can happen in a minute. You figure it's 2 possessions, should be, but it can go longer than that because of fouls. Both teams have no fouls to give, really. So if you do, it's a shooting foul no matter what. The call for defense as the Cougars bring the ball down with Green. Green kicking it over Banks. Dixon into the corner again for 3. Off the mark, rebound, grabbed and held onto by Williams, who shoves the player out of the way. 42 seconds left to go. Hale brings it down. Now you can get the lead, and then you've got to play some D. 35 on the game clock. Counting it down. Big move by Haynes. Oh, and they travel. They whistle him for it. 27-2 left on the game clock. There'll be no shot clock. Cleveland State's taking the full timeout. Cougars have been to the line tonight 33 opportunities from the stripe. Walters State only 16. And some of the fans not so happy about some of the calls tonight. It is a little lopsided, but you know what? I won't say one way or another because I would not want to put on that zebra shirt and do this. I give props to the referees. I mean, it takes a lot, and they need more and more of them because people just won't stick around. But that is one of the biggest things that's hard to find, referees for all sports. Here we go, 27.2 to go. Try to inbound. They'll call another timeout. So they've got them. Good job there by the defense. I think it's a 30. Nope, they're going full.
Timeout, Cleveland State, full time.
.2 on the clock, 62-61. Cougar ball trying to get it in and looking around. Foul. Tyler Haynes. I thought Coach called a timeout, though, but apparently he didn't get it. Not happy with that referee either. Christian Green will shoot 2. He is 2 for 4 tonight. And he missed it.
Timeout, Walter State, full timeout.
Walter State now going to take a full timeout, their last one. Well, I said it was going to come down to the free throw line, and it will. 16 of 33 on the night for the Cougars. That's unofficial stats from my book. They've made 16 out of 33 attempts, so less than 50% from the stripe. 25.9 on the clock. Green, another one, and he gets that one to go.
Entering the ball game, number 2, Slide Thompson.
Slide Thompson checks in. 25.9 to go.
Timeout, Cleveland State, 30-second timeout.
Timeout for Cleveland State now. They'll have one left. .9 on the clock. Walter State will have the ball, down by 2. There'll be no shot clock because it's 25-9 left on the game clock, and the referee says, let's go. Or they're going to start counting. Williams to Hale. Hale will bring it up, and they'll try to set up a play. And will they go for the tie, or do they go for the win? Situation like this before, they went for a win. Ooh. Trying to throw up a two, he's short. Foul is called, and not sure exactly what Williams or Boyd was doing, but he's just short on that, and then he gets called for a foul. Boyd picks up his first foul of the game. 10 minutes or 10.1 second left to go. Damian Forrest at the line. Gets the first one to go. There's a big free throw right there. Puts it up by 3. And that one is even bigger.
Timeout, Cleveland State, 30-second timeout.
Last timeout for Cleveland State, up by 4. We'll come back. .1 left to go here. Walter State down by 4. They're going to have to go for the long pass and get a 3-ball real quick. They do. They go for the long pass. It's taken away in the middle by Banks. Then he gets fouled by Boyd. And Banks will now go to the line, and this will probably put it away with 7.6 left to go. And the ladies and the guys are both going to lose tonight, as the women lost by 1, 75-74. Banks. That's the first one. They beat them by 9 the first time. Right now they're beating them by 5. And that's what it'll be. And then the rebound by Forrest. Sly Thompson reaches in, slaps the ball. Sly will foul out of the game with 4.2 left to go.
Entering the ball game, number 22, Sully Fox. The line shooting 2, number 21, Damian Forrest.
.67-61. Boyd going to take the long 3 at the buzzer, and that's going to be a final. Walter State, the men and the women, both losing tonight. And again, a tough loss for Walter State, as the Cougars did it again. They came back, took the lead in that second half, never relinquished it, and got it close a couple times. The Senators did, but just couldn't pull out of the game. 68-61 is our final. The women lost tonight 75-74. That's going to do it for our coverage here from Walter State. Join me tomorrow night for volleyball, 6:30 right here on jockjive.com. Good night, everybody.